Am I going to regret doing this video? Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Gianna Lian, and today we are back with the famous part 3 of reading for 24 hours. I feel like I'm gonna regret doing this video, but it's so fun and I get through a lot of my TBR. So we're at the end of the month by now, and I feel like if I do this challenge, I'll get through more of my TBR. Because if you didn't watch the physical TBR video, then you don't know that I have 85 books on my physical TBR. That's a problem, and I need to get that down as fast as possible. So I feel like the challenge of reading for 24 hours is the best way to possibly do that. But if you guys have watched me do this the other times, I do stop the timer because I cannot do it straight. I feel like that would lead to a slump. So this is more of like, how many books can I read in 24 hours, you know? But it is an extremely rainy day, so I feel like I'm just gonna read all day, and I'm also sick. So if my voice sounds funny, that is why. There's no better way to spend this day, and probably tomorrow, by just reading all day. That's like kind of the mood I'm in, that's the vibe we're going for. So that's today's video. Spoiler-free reading vlog, as always. I'm very nervous, but I feel like it's gonna be a fun little reading vlog. But before we get into it, I do just want to take a second to thank today's sponsor, which is Pair Eyewear. I've talked about Pair Eyewear a few times on my channel. I absolutely love them. If you don't know what Pair Eyewear is, it is basically a glasses company that is taking over. I'm telling you guys, they have figured out a unique and innovative way to change the glasses game completely. Because let me show you something really quickly. We have my regular glasses, you see, we're just vibing. But if I'm in another mood, with a switch so fast, I can just easily change my whole pair of glasses, which is absolutely insane. Pair Eyewear has basically become my favorite glasses company because they make it so easy to change up your glasses style in seconds. Their website is extremely easy to navigate. I personally love browsing their new top frame selections because they're always adding more, and they're just so cute that I just want to keep buying these top frames, because as soon as you buy your base frame, which is this one that I have right here, it's in the Murphy style in the clear, then you can go and browse their top frame selections, which are these little guys that you can just plop right on there, and it makes everything so easy and customizable. And if you're like me and you kind of get a little bit nervous going to shop for glasses in the store, I don't know, I feel like it's just such an awkward encounter for some reason. I don't know why. Pair Eyewear offers a virtual try-on on their website, so you don't even have to worry about going in to talk to people, to try on different glasses and see what ones you like. You can do it all from the comfort of your own home, which is absolutely perfect and something right up my alley, so I love Pair for that. But I just wanted to show you some of my favorite top frames because they're the cutest. So we have this little tiny glittery pink version. If you're feeling really fancy, you want to spice it up a little bit, I have glittery glasses, you guys. So cute. I also am obsessed with this pair. It's almost basic white, but it adds a little bit of flair. So it's not just plain white, you know, like you gotta spice it up a little bit. And lastly, obviously, my blush pink. This is my absolute favorite, the one I probably wear the most. If you guys know me, pink is my favorite color, so Pair Eyewear was able to give me a beautiful pink frame. Lastly, my favorite thing about Pair is that these glasses have blue light in them. And with how much I edit and how much I'm on my computer and even reading on my phone at night, the blue light helps me so much. It's one of my favorite features ever. And if you do need prescriptions, Pair has your back because they can put your prescription in these glasses as well. But because I don't need glasses, well, I think I do, but I don't have glasses yet. I just got it in the blue light style because it helps me so much. So I highly recommend that you guys test out Pair. And if you guys do want to, you guys can check down below for the link in my description box, and I also have a code that you guys can use down there as well to get money off your first pair order. I cannot recommend this company enough to you guys. I've talked about it a few times now, so make sure you guys check that link down below in my description box if you guys want to test out Pair Eyewear. And thank you so much again to Pair Eyewear for sponsoring today's video. And let's get into reading for 24 hours. Let's do it. And these are gonna come in handy when it gets to be nighttime and I have to read on my phone. My eyes are gonna thank me for this, I promise. I have all my essentials to start this challenge. We have a coffee, obviously. It's currently 11:21, so we're starting this pretty early. But I did finish the Quince project late last night. I was honestly gonna start this video by finishing that, but I ended up finishing it. That means we need to start a new book. So I decided to pick up Wildfire by Hannah Grace. This is on my TBR this month, so I definitely want to try to get it done, obviously, before the end of the month. I really loved the first one, which was Icebreaker, and I'm super excited to read this one because it's giving the summer vibes, because this one follows Russ, I'm pretty sure, and Aurora. I don't remember Aurora from the first one, but I'm obviously excited to get to know her. And it's based around like a summer camp. And I feel like that's the perfect vibes to be reading about right now, considering it's absolutely horrible outside. It's raining and pouring all day. Plus, again, I just want to get it off my TBR. This is what we're gonna read to kick off the video. I think it's dual POV too. Yes, it is. Okay, that makes me even more excited. Okay, we're officially starting. I forgot how funny Hannah Grace's writing is. Like, I genuinely forgot like about how I was laughing and giggling out loud the last book. So this is bringing back good memories. I'm being a little bit of a slow reader, I can't lie, but we are officially an hour in, almost 23 hours and 2 minutes left. I have a first update. Okay, we're on page 45, chapter 5. I don't know, maybe like the text is just like super small in this book. I have no idea, but I'm obviously really enjoying it. I made a little comment saying that like I forgot how funny Hannah Grace's writing is, and it's so true. Like even just her little side comments like she says about the characters, it's just a good time. I'm already giggling, I'm already kicking my feet. Things are already like getting really cute. But our love interests have officially met. I'm definitely getting to know Russ on a better level already, 45 pages in, because I loved him in the first book, but because he wasn't our main focus, we didn't really get to know about his past life, and we're already kind of dabbling into that, and I feel like it's gonna be sad, but like wholesome sad, if that makes sense. But it seems like both Aurora and Russ both have a lot of family issues. I don't want to use this word, but like daddy issues. So they can kind of relate to each other already in that way, which connects them, which is kind of cute. I don't know. I'm really enjoying it for the first update. I think I'm just going to continue reading this until I kind of am getting a little bored of it. I don't think I'm going to, but I know I'm going to want to switch up some books soon. So that's the first update. We're going to continue reading. 23 hours left. We're doing this challenge. Aww. Oh my gosh. I have an update for you guys. Currently have 20 hours and 45 minutes left. I've been reading on and off throughout the day, I can't lie to you guys. I was reading so much in the morning, but then my mom and I actually went to go get lunch, and then we were just catching up, so I definitely took a break for that. It's later now, but we made a bigger dent. I'm like already almost halfway through this book, which is crazy because normally it takes me at least like 3 days to read a book, I want to say, but like I feel like I could finish this today, and plus the writing is just so good, so I feel like that's also why I just haven't been wanting to put it down. But I'm on page 157, chapter 16. We're on a rush chapter. I honestly thought I was gonna annotate this, but then I decided against it. But there are some really cute lines going on. And I don't know, okay, hear me out. I don't really remember the first one if there were a lot of kind of family issues, not family issues, but like, well, family issues, but talking a lot about family and stuff like that. I don't really remember that part if there was any, but in Wildfire, I feel like it's a very big conflict slash theme in the book so far. Obviously, I don't want to give too much because they are big factors in the book, but I can say that I'm really liking the character development a lot more in this book, because to be fair, if I'm being honest with you guys, we are almost halfway through the book and we've had one spice scene so far that I would actually count as like a spicy part, but compared to Icebreaker, it was like every other chapter. So I don't mind a lot of spice, but I feel like with this book and with the characters that we're dealing with and just their personalities and stuff, it just is fitting so perfectly that there's not a lot of spice going on so far. I'm really enjoying this, like I've literally said the last 3 times, but we're gonna have to see if it tops Icebreaker, because Icebreaker was a 5-star read for me. So if this can be a 5-star read for me too, that will be perfect. But yeah, our love interests are amazing. The whole camp aspect slash setting of the whole book is really giving me the summer vibes. It's making me so freaking excited for summer, and just kind of bringing that like inner child in me, because I never went to a camp like a whole summer and stuff, but I definitely have been to camps before, and so it's kind of bringing back those like nostalgic memories. This is a good summer rec so far. craziness. We have some updates going on, you guys. So I did just read for 30 minutes, like around 30. So we currently have 19 hours and 30 minutes left, basically at this point. And as you saw, I was reading Kill Switch on my phone. It's like, I just like don't know, because the third book, Kill Switch, is Damon's book, and I just like don't know how I feel about the couple going on, to be honest. But I made it to page 127, chapter 7, so I haven't been reading it for very long. It's just kind of like on the back burner. This is definitely one of those books that like I just pick up if I'm out, or if I'm not really feeling like reading a physical book at night. I normally would pick this up, but it's not hooking me into binge it quite yet, which is what the Devil's Night series books normally do. So I'm like kind of confused why this one isn't doing that for me. I think it's also just intimidating me because this book is 652 pages. Like, that is absolutely absurd, and each book just keeps getting bigger. But I also wanted to update Wildfire because I did make a dent in this as well since the last time I updated you. I'm now on page 189, chapter 19. We're on Russ's chapter. I'd say we're like already almost halfway through this book, which is crazy because I started this today. So I'm really enjoying this. Definitely more than Kill Switch, I would say. But then again, this is definitely like a dark romance that's very spicy, and then this is definitely like a cutesy, summery romance read, you know? And sticking with my little recommendation I gave you guys, I do recommend this as a summer read completely because we're on a summer camp. Like I said, it's giving those nostalgic feelings and stuff. Another thing to say about this that I'm really enjoying is the found family. There's lots of family drama, but also so much growth. Little tiny moments that like you wouldn't think is growth, but it is. And I feel like it's all gonna add up in the end. So yeah, we're vibing with this book. This book, I'm not far enough into it to really give you guys a yes or no if I'm enjoying it, if that makes sense, because it is so long. I feel like I need to give it a little bit more time before I'm like, no, I don't like it, or yeah, like this is really good. But the Devil's Night series is a very loved series by me. I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy it. I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy it as much as the first two because those both were 5-star reads for me, but we will see. Update time. Currently have 17 hours left. My hair still is not fully dried, so let's just not mind my crazy hair right now. But I did start listening to the audiobook / reading along to the Britney Spears memoir, The Woman in Me. And can we just talk about this cover, like without the dust jacket on? It is so Britney, like hello. Anyways, I made it to page 47, chapter 8 on this. Oh, there goes my bookmark. I love memoirs, biographies, and I've been dying to read this. If you watch my other videos, you guys would know. I've literally had this on my TBR since Christmas, I'm pretty sure. And listening to the audiobook, I heard really good things about that. So I obviously want to listen to the audiobook while following along with the physical. This is a super fast read. I'm pretty sure the audiobook's I think it's only like 5 hours long. So that will be super easy to finish. But I also have an update for Wildfire because we made a big dent in this. I ended up reading majority of just this last night and this morning. I didn't even really attempt to read Kill Switch, to be honest. I just like, I'm not feeling it. I feel like I'm not in a dark romance mood right now for some reason. Are you like really slanted? You guys were extremely slanted. I needed to fix you. But anyways, I made it to page 293, chapter 30 in this book. So literally we have less than 100 pages left. And I want to try to finish this maybe tonight, but I'm really into my audiobook right now. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but this one I'm just loving, again, because of the summer vibes that it's giving. And it's just kind of funny to see like all the little camp rules and how an actual summer camp works. And this is like one of the summer camps that you don't just go for like a week or 2 weeks. You're there the whole entire summer. So you really get to know the people you're with, kind of get into a routine, and it's just really funny to see that lifestyle almost for a whole summer. And with that, there's obviously lots of rules for not only the campers, but also the counselors. So that's really interesting to see, especially for Aurora and Russ to be following those camp rules, if you know what I mean. But one thing I can say, and I did mention this before, is that I'm really liking how this one, the spice was not rushed. And I feel like there's a lot more passion in this one. And don't get me wrong, Icebreaker, they had a very good connection. It felt very real. It wasn't just physical love. It was everything. Like they were in love with each other. But I feel like this one's giving even more of that. So I don't know. We'll see. Definitely a 4+ star rating for this one. It all just depends on the ending.
easy work, inexperienced as I was. Do I want to dance? Hell yeah, I do.
So, Brittany.
Chapter 9.
This lighting is looking a little bit atrocious, I can't lie. But we only have 3 hours and 30 minutes left of this audiobook, and for some reason I feel like it's going super fast because we're already 100 pages in. This is a super quick update, and I just wanted to say this because obviously I grew up listening to Britney Spears and kind of following along with her life, but I was super young, right? So hearing it being told by Britney herself, there's so many things that I just never knew or never cared to know at the time because I was so young, and now growing up I just don't really listen to her music anymore and stuff like that. So I think it's so cool that I didn't know this. You guys might have known this, but I didn't. But she literally was in love with Justin Timberlake. And the coolest part of this all is that because it's starting from before her career even started, this is before Justin Timberlake was even a star, before all these other people that she's named were stars. In today's society, we look at them like those names, Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears, and we're like, oh my god, they're like so big in the celebrity world. But it's so crazy that Britney's telling the story from when those people were still just every one of us, normal status, nothing crazy, mind-blowing about them, you know? I don't know. It's something I can't wrap my head around to this day. The biggest artists in the world that everyone and their moms know. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I kind of just want to binge it, to be honest. I feel like I can finish Wildfire tomorrow. I just want to binge this.
My new album, In the Zone. What did you do?
Paris Hilton, Dolly Parton, Madonna. They're naming like, oh, Mariah Carey. I can't. Okay, I'm not gonna read this whole quote because it will give things away. But it says, "It's no secret that I love books. I love stories about people I don't know in places I haven't been to. I've lived 1,000 lives between 1,000 pages." And then I'm not gonna finish the rest of the quote, but like, that is perfection. Page 382, literally second to last page. Finished exactly with 14 hours left. First book finally down after so many hours. Love. As you guys saw from last night, I did finish Wildfire. I let my rating sink in, like, since last night when I finished it. I think I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars, you guys. Do you agree with that, Ummi? I think the main thing that just made me not give it a 5 is because I did like Icebreaker a little bit more overall. Also, my nail broke. Let's just not talk about it. Anyways, I really enjoyed their chemistry a lot more in this book, but overall as a whole, I did enjoy Icebreaker just a little bit more. So that is why this one got a 4.5 out of 5, because trust me, like, they're kind of even in my brain, but Icebreaker just takes a little bit more. I felt a little bit more invested in that couple, but the passion in the love in this one is so much better. And if you didn't really like Icebreaker because of the spice, I would really recommend this one, because yes, there was a lot of spice still, but nowhere near as much as Icebreaker, and it was more of a slower burn, I feel like. So that's what I'm gonna say about this one. I still have 14 hours left. I didn't read like anything today, and it's already 5 o'clock, but genuinely I was filming other videos, some exciting things coming to you guys soon, so I didn't have any time to read. We are gonna continue reading The Woman in Me. We are basically at the halfway point. Goodreads says that I'm 50% through this, so I'm gonna continue listening to the audiobook, reading alongside the book. I feel like I kind of just get through it faster that way for some reason, so that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully I can finish this one today, and it will knock down the time a little bit, but like you already know, I am extremely loving this book. I don't think we've had a book that I haven't really liked so far, other than Kill Switch, but either way, let's continue to read.
Feeling like I could trust the people around me. I had no security. Severe postpartum depression. But nobody seemed to understand that I was simply out of my mind.
Okay, Brittany. Brittany really says, my long hair was a big part of what people liked. I knew that. I knew a lot of guys thought long hair was hot. Shaving my head was a way. Okay, my dog's in my shot. Shaving my head was a way of saying to the world, F you. You want me to be pretty for you? F you. You want me to be good for you? F you. You want me to be your dream girl? F you. I've been the good girl for years. Wow. Wow. You guys, I have a lot of updates for you. I don't even think you guys are ready for this. It's been like a while now. I honestly got so caught up with like filming other videos and getting other things out. So I honestly kind of forgot about this a little bit. This is supposed to be like a 24-hour thing. Like some people will do it straight and I'm like, I have no idea how these people do this. Anyways, time update. We officially have 11 hours and 34 minutes left. Still a decent amount of time, right? But I do have a few updates because obviously I think the last time I updated you guys, we were at like 15 hours, I think. I could be completely wrong. But anyways, I did finish The Woman in Me by Britney Spears. I love this book, you guys. I rated it 5 out of 5, even though, you know, I don't really like slapping a rating onto memoirs. For the sake of the video, the rating that I'm going to give you guys is 5 out of 5. I think this story was absolutely beautiful. It just was everything I needed. And plus, because of how much Britney Spears has been in my life as a little girl, now reading this when I'm an adult now and grown up and understanding so many more things, it's crazy to see everything that she went through and everything that was behind closed doors for so long. Britney didn't even have a voice for around 13 years at least. That's when it was the roughest part of it. I don't know. I learned a lot about Britney herself and kind of the whole media world of how crazy paparazzi can be and just the toll that it can take on a celebrity, even though it looks like this glamorous thing of like, oh, she's famous. She doesn't have to worry about a thing and all this. It kind of shows that there are some really big downsides to being in the spotlight, especially at such a young age, you know? So 5 out of 5. The audiobook was really good to read alongside this. So if you guys are thinking of picking up a new audiobook, I do recommend the audiobook 100%. Also, a little bit from that time, since the last time I updated you guys, I did start This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. This is a very anticipated read for me. It actually is on my June TBR, so that's absolutely perfect now that I'm getting this out of the way quickly. But I did actually put a poll on my Instagram story of like what book I should read next. That's how I ended up choosing this book. I always do little polls and like little updates on my Instagram and stuff, so if you guys want to be a part of that and you didn't participate in this one, make sure you guys follow my Instagram. It's always linked down below so you guys can like participate and stuff like that, because I generally do post a lot of things daily over there. So this is the book we started. I think it's perfect for the summer vibes considering this is based technically in PEI, but our main character Lucy is from Toronto. I like that whole aspect of kind of reading about someone that's from the area that I'm living in as well. It just makes me feel like I'm able to connect to the characters, connect to the book a little bit more, so that's always good. Especially like if I'm not liking the main characters in books that I read and stuff like that, I'm not most likely gonna like the book. And because it's a Carly Fortune book, she is a queen at doing second chance romances, so we obviously have a second chance romance here as well. And the whole thing is basically best friend's brother, so that's kind of crazy. I think the tension is just gonna be absolutely perfect. And plus I'm enjoying reading about PEI as well. Like I've never been there. I've always kind of had an idea about the place and I've always heard like amazing things, but I've never actually really wanted to travel there. But like reading about it now, it seems so much more interesting than I originally thought. It's giving the perfect small town vibes. And obviously it's an island, so I feel like the coastal life is just absolutely gorgeous. But I made it to page 53, chapter 7. That's all I've really gotten for my first update, I want to say. It does switch from then and now perspectives, which I absolutely love. I feel like I haven't read that POV format in so long. And also Carly Fortune always does that as well, obviously, in her second chance romances. So I'm enjoying it so far. It hasn't hooked me in completely yet, but again, I'm only 50 pages in, so I still have a big chunk of the book to really form an opinion on it. I feel like once I get to the halfway point, I'll actually have more thoughts, but we have 11 and a half hours left. So we're gonna continue reading and hopefully I'll be able to knock down this time a lot faster than I have been, because this video has been going on for a while. I know not to you guys, but to me, I'm slacking. Okay, I don't really understand the Anne Green Gables reference. I feel like I've heard about it, but like, I don't know anything about it, but I find it really cute. Maybe I'll look it up. I feel so silly. Like, why does that sound so familiar to me? I huff out a laugh. You're getting married, not dying. We have our whole lives for girls' trips. Page 67. Guys, I look like a hot motherfucking mess, but I have an update for you guys because guess what? I'm still reading this book. My life's been so crazy the last like week, I want to say, of like prepping for my trip and trying to do a reading challenge. Like, why in my brain did I think, oh yeah, like let's do a reading challenge right now, like right before you're leaving for a month? That's just such a great idea, right? No, Gianna, it was not a great idea. Anyways, I just made it to part 3 of This Summer Will Be Different. I feel like I haven't even talked about this book to you guys like at all. But that's honestly because one, I forgot, and 2, when I think about it, there's not much going on. I feel like Every Summer After was Carly Fortune's prime, and that was when like, oh my god, I was so obsessed with that book. And then Meet Me at the Lake failed very, very bad. And then I feel like this one is doing the exact same thing, which makes me so sad, but I am enjoying this one more than Meet Me at the Lake. So that counts for something. I love how at the beginning of each part, they put a quote. So this one says, I don't want sunbursts and marble halls, I just want you. They're just like cute little quotes, and I absolutely love it, and I feel like it's fitting for the book. But for a time update, we currently have 7 hours and 14 minutes left. Also, I know the timer looks really wonky. My phone does this thing for some reason. I don't know. Let me know if your guys' timers do the same thing. I screenshot after every single time I stop this timer. I will screenshot it so then I have it saved in my phone, because sometimes my timer will just disappear. It will stop doing it and just disappear because it's sitting for too long. And so that's why I screenshot them. So then in case that happens, which it did, then I'll know where I ended up stopping, because like you can literally see I have them all screenshotted like right there, because genuinely it always runs out on me. So I have to start a new timer. So that's why it looks weird and it's not like a full circle like the 24 hours one. Anyways, I just went on a complete rant for no reason, but I didn't want you guys to think that I was cheating. I had to reset the timer because mine disappeared. I really want to finish this book tonight. I only have one more part left, and I think I have, I don't even know, 40 pages left. So I think it's definitely doable. But like right now, the only thing I can say that I'm actually enjoying about it, or was enjoying about it, was the PEI aspect. Like I've never been to PEI. I don't know much about it, but I feel like now I know everything about it. And I really like how it went into some of the history behind PEI, like some of the biggest things, like the big storm that hit PEI and changed a lot of the island. I never even knew about that. I really, really liked how Carly Fortune made that a very big aspect in this book, because I feel like it just made it so much more realistic to the actual place. So yeah, the romance is cute, but I'm just not as into it as I thought I was going to be. It's giving me the same feelings that I got when I was reading Meet Me at the Lake, and those weren't good feelings, you know? I don't know. Let's just say also, I don't want to spoil anything, but the last 20 pages, I want to say, really just blew up in my face. Like if you guys have read this, please let me know right before you hit part 3. It just kind of blew up in my face and I was so confused. I was like, what is happening right now? Like we were all happy. We were all having a good time. Like what? Anyways, we're gonna continue reading this. These timelines are really just jumping all over the place, to be honest. Okay, maybe the book was kind of cute. Pause. I did accidentally cancel the timer when I did the one clip to show you guys we were at the epilogue. I guess I hit cancel. As you can see, I'm not the best at being able to continue a timer. It's such an easy task, yet I've failed like 3 times now. We officially finished this book. It's currently 10:30 p.m. 6 hours and 33 minutes left on our timer. And I feel like I'm definitely gonna have to sit on this rating. I will give you an immediate rating, but I don't know if that's gonna stay, because right now I'm kind of going in between a 2.5 and a 3. Only because I don't know, it just wasn't everything I wanted from like the storyline that we were given. I just wanted a little bit more, sadly. But then again, it also was really cute. With what we did get, it was still 3-star material. It's just, I don't know if it does deserve that 2.5. I'm gonna sit on it, but for right now, we'll go with the 3. It's a super cute summer read, and it's super, super fast paced. So I do recommend this as a beach read for sure, or like a summer read you just wanna read to get the vibes of going to a small coastal town and stuff like that. But definitely wasn't living up to my expectations, sadly. We have 6.5 hours left. I think I could finish a book in that time. I did want to pick up an audiobook. Oh, let me screenshot this really quickly, just in case. But I was looking on Spotify to see the current audiobooks, and I did actually find one. It is a summer vibe. It's called Beach Cute by Beth Reekles. Look at how show up. I'll put the cover up on the screen, but it's such a cute little cover and it's 10 hours and 18 minutes. But if I put that on double speed, I could finish it, right? I was either thinking about this audiobook or The Dare by Natasha Preston. It is a YA murder mystery thing going on. It seems so intriguing and I've never heard anything about it. It doesn't have like any reviews on Spotify as the audiobook, but that's okay. Like, I'm kind of debating between these two audiobooks. I don't know what one I'm gonna read or listen to first. I kind of want to read The Beach Cue, but I feel like that's exactly what we just read. Ugh. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna try to do The Dare. Switch it up a little bit, add like a little murder mystery vibe going on here. And this one's 8 hours and 2 minutes, but again, I'm obviously gonna speed it up. I normally listen to my audiobooks at least 1.5 speed, and then I'll like kind of switch depending on how confused I get, because I get so distracted, to be honest. I think I'm gonna start listening to this tonight and just like see how it goes. I'm gonna wind down, wash my face, and like listen to it before bed. And then tomorrow, hopefully we will actually finish this challenge. I've been filming this for so long, I don't even remember what books we finished in this video. I think we've read 3 books in this video so far though, which is kind of sad. Like, I'm kind of reading really slow. And I don't know if audiobooks are cheating. I'm sorry if they are. I wish I had the actual physical copy of this audiobook so I could read alongside with it, so I'm not just listening to the audiobook. Okay, you guys, I have some bad news and I'm so upset about this. The last time I updated you guys, I told you that I was starting that audiobook right on Spotify. Okay, problem with Spotify audiobooks. I've listened to a lot already, but they take away my hours. Like, I end up using all the hours and then I have to wait 12 days for it to like reload and stuff. It's so annoying. So that's exactly what happened. I had 5 hours and 2 minutes left of the audiobook. I finished chapter 11 on it, which brought our time down to 4 hours and 44 minutes left. But I can't finish the audiobook because I don't have enough hours. So, do we know what that means? I'm very sad because I hope I can finish another book because I got more than halfway through this one and now we have to pick up another book with 4 hours and 44 minutes left. So my thought process was, we're gonna read Expiration Dates by Rebecca Searle because 1, it's on my June TBR, so I'm getting a book off my TBR, and 2, it's only 300 pages, so I feel like I definitely could finish this in the amount of time that we have left, because we're finishing this challenge today, guys. Like, this has been going on for so long, it is actually ridiculous. But we did pick up a coffee and we're gonna start this book. We're finishing the challenge. I don't really know too much about this other than the fact that it's definitely like a heavy romance, but our main character like receives a little slip of paper whenever she gets into a relationship or starts seeing someone. On this little slip of paper, it will tell her how long she's gonna be with that person. So it literally could say whatever. If it's a short little fling, it could say like 2 days or 24 hours or something like that. But the main dilemma of our story is that she meets this person. When she receives the slip of paper, there's nothing on it, it's blank. So that's what we're trying to figure out. Seems pretty meh, but we're just gonna see how it goes. Guys, we officially reached page 50 of this book. I'm feeling very meh about it because I've already read a book by Rebecca Searle and it wasn't my favorite. Picking up this one, I'm like kind of expecting it to be bad because of the other one, and I know I shouldn't do that, but we got 50 pages into it. We have 3 hours and 50 minutes left of our timer. We're slowly getting there. I definitely think I can finish the book in that time. It's just, this book is really reminding me of 7 X's by Lucy Vine, I think. I read it like a few months ago. This book is giving those exact vibes, and I hated that book. So definitely not my favorite. I mean, I still want to push through and like read it, obviously, because it's on my TBR, and I want to finish this challenge with this book. But then again, it's just something so off about it, and like our main character is so freaking annoying. And I think it's also just the whole concept of how this will never happen in real life that's just throwing me off, because our main character is believing in this. Like, she's, oh, I know that this is gonna end this day, so I'm just gonna vibe with the guy until the 30 days are up and then say bye. And it's just like, it's so weird because something like this would never ever happen in real life. I don't know, guys. My first update is not looking too great, but it's only because I'm not really enjoying the book. Oh, I also forgot to mention is that this book kind of switches from past and present. Our main character, Daphne, she's the girl that this is happening to, of all these notes and telling her how long she's going to be with someone. The timeline is kind of flipping from her past relationships, and she'll go into the story of, oh, I was with blank for 3 days, and then it tells the story of how they got together and them breaking up. And then the other timeline is the present of her now with this guy that she's currently seeing, and he's the one that when she got the paper, it was blank. So it's kind of flipping from past relationships and how this whole number thing works, and then now being to the present and her trying to figure out if the reason of this paper being blank means that this guy is going to be her soulmate forever. So it's like a weird timeline, and sometimes you have to like really think about if you're in a past relationship or the present one that she's trying to work on. I don't know. It really sucks because I think I figured out literally the whole ending / purpose of this book and literally the last like chapter that I just read, because we're only on page 146. Chapter 23. So I want to say like halfway through the book, and I just figured it out. I don't know, guys. I'm just like really not liking the book. But I obviously want to finish it because we already made it this far, and this should finish our timer. We have 2 hours and 5 minutes left, you guys. We're slowly getting there. Either way, this book seems to be extremely predictable, but it's fast paced. Like the writing's not terrible. It's just the concept. Can't get behind it, not gonna lie. So I'm gonna film my reaction to the ending of this book and hopefully the timer going off. Like if there's not a lot going on and stuff like that, I'm probably just gonna finish the book because like there's literally nothing else I can say about this book, which sucks that we're ending off this challenge on a book that's kind of very mid and kind of terrible. But you know what? It's fine. What? You guys seeing this? 3, 2, 1. Why is that my ringtone? You guys, turn off. Why isn't it turning off? I don't know why my phone's spazzing out and I can't stop the timer, but we finished the 24 hours, guys. Oh my gosh, a week later, I want to say, like a week and a few days later. Oh my gosh. This is considered a fail in my opinion, but I did read some good books. So we're gonna do a quick little recap of all the books that I read during this. How many books I can read in 24 hours, considering I still just know I will most likely never be able to do it straight. Like, let's be so for real. Even though when I do go to London in literally like 6 days, to see my best friend Lily, she did come up with the idea that we do a 24-hour reading challenge straight together. So that might be a video coming to you guys. Don't take my word for it though. We're gonna see how it goes because I think we both don't know if that's what we really want to do. But that might be an attempt for you guys. So look out for that video in the next month-ish. But anyways, let's do this little recap. So I did end up finishing 4 books and then I started 2 other ones. We started off our challenge with reading Wildfire by Hannah Grace. I absolutely adored this book. I rated it 4.5 at the beginning of the video when I finished this, and I'm still gonna stick with my rating for this because hello, it was so freaking cute. And I feel like I read this so long ago because of how much I've been reading in this past week that it still is so vivid in my mind. Like the spice was perfect, the summer camp aspect was absolutely perfect, and I feel like there definitely was a theme of reading summer books in this video. So I really recommend this one out of probably all the other summer books that I read, because this is the one that made it feel like actual summer. Like I was transported to the summer camps that they were in. It was just absolutely perfect, and it is dual POV, which is my favorite to read about. So 4.5, absolutely loved this. We also read The Woman in Me by Britney Spears. I did listen to this on audiobook alongside reading the physical copy, so it was a super fast read. I'm pretty sure I did finish this in a day if I remember correctly, but I absolutely love this. I'm still gonna stick to a 5 stars for this, even though it is a memoir and I don't want to slap a rating on it, but for the sake of the video, just read it, guys. It's such a beautiful, not story, but the
The way that Brittany told her life story beautifully. From start to finish, you really felt connected to her, and I feel like me personally at least got so many answers from just witnessing stuff on social media and when she was going through the roughest moments of her life. All of us didn't know what was going on, or we had theories, but we didn't actually have the answers from her herself because she was silenced for 13 years. Highly recommend this. I learned so much. I also did try to get further into Kill Switch by Penelope Douglas. I think I read this one night during this challenge, and it's just one of those books in the series that kind of has me stumped. I never really enjoyed Damon in the other two books in the Devil's Night series, so now that I'm at his book and it revolves around him, I'm just not feeling it. So I didn't really get far in this, like at all, but I did do a little snippet of me reading this one night. This is kind of leaning towards a soft DNF for now, but I know when I go on my trip, I will be reading strictly Kindle Unlimited books unless I buy books out in London. Maybe I'll pick it up while I'm out there traveling, but right now, no interest. Then we picked up This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune, another summery read for sure, but it wasn't my favorite. I remember telling you guys that I was kind of going back and forth between like a 2.5 and a 3, or like a 2.75 and a 3. I think I am gonna give it a 3 considering I did enjoy it more than Meet Me at the Lake, and I don't remember what I rated that, but I know it was higher than a 2.5. So I'm just gonna go with a solid 3. It was average. It wasn't the worst, but again, the plot was kind of all over the place. I feel like at that point, the only thing I was really enjoying was the PEI aspects and getting to know what it's like to live on a coastal town. But like the plot, it was just so all over the place, and I feel like it was almost more focused on Bridget, her best friend, and Miles, which is Lucy's best friend, when it's supposed to be focused on Lucy, you know? So there was just some like really weird moments in this, so definitely just gonna stick with a 3 out of 5. I'll be generous, not be too harsh, you know? And then I also tried to pick up that audiobook that I started reading. I think it's called like The Dare or something like that. It came out recently in the beginning of May, and I started listening to this on Spotify. I want to say that I literally got more than halfway through that book, and I was gonna finish off this challenge with listening to that audiobook because I was really enjoying it. But my Spotify minutes/hours ran out, so I'm gonna have to wait 12 days until I get to finish that audiobook. But I did start it. This one's super interesting because it is YA murder mystery, and the whole plot line, and I didn't really explain this to you guys, so it's basically revolved in high school. Everyone's in their senior year at this one school. If this isn't a tradition at your high school, I know we didn't have it, but I know it's pretty common in the States. They have like senior prank days where the seniors will go and pull little pranks and stuff like that throughout the high school during one of their last few days being at that school. But the plot twist of the whole thing and how it gets so messed up is that there's this one guy, his name is like Russ. It's either Russ or like, I don't remember his name right now. He basically turns this prank thing into something way different. Like he's giving out the pranks that are 1, illegal, and 2, they're just so dark and gruesome, but if you don't do the dares that he's giving you, then you have consequences and he'll like blackmail you and stuff. So he's targeting this one group of like outcasts. They're not very popular and stuff like that. And that's basically all I got to. But let's just say their dares turn into a murder real fast, and they're already trying to cover up a murder and stuff like that. It's just crazy. So I really, really want to have my Spotify hours back so I can read it, because I did check Kindle Unlimited and they don't have it on there. When my Spotify hours renew, I will for sure let you guys know an update on that, because it is intriguing enough for me to finish the audiobook. There was no point on me picking up something to read for 3 minutes, so I just let the timer run out after that, but I did finish this in a day. I started it today, finished it today. It was pretty good. Definitely better than One Italian Summer. I truly did not like that book by Rebecca Searle, so this was definitely a lot better than that one, but still not my favorite. I know I'm kind of rating this right after I finish it, so I might change my rating, but I think I'm just gonna go with a 2.5 out of 5, to be honest, guys. Don't hate me. It just reminded me so much of 7X's, and I absolutely hated that book so much, and it was so similar. It just definitely wasn't for me. It was good in the aspect of it being so short that I just like binged it sort of, but it was hard. It was hard for me to push myself to really finish this book because it got to the point where I had no interest anymore. And especially the ending. The ending threw me in a major loop that I feel like it just was annoying. Very annoying. Especially one thing that right at the end that we got to know, I was like, why? Why was that needed? It wasn't needed. So 2.5 out of 5, definitely not my favorite. Probably do not recommend to you guys, I'm sorry. But that is officially the end of our 24-hour challenge. I'm so sorry. This video, I mean, to you guys, it doesn't look like a week, but I've filmed this for over a week. I really want to attempt this again, but try a lot harder, because I started off this video so strong and then it slowly just went downhill. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's reading vlog. If you guys did, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff you guys know what to do. If you want to see this again, please let me know. If you want to see me and Lily attempt to do this straight, let me know, because I feel like that could be fun and very entertaining if we actually attempt it. So let me know. And while you're down there, also make sure you guys check out my Patreon to join my Patreon family. We have so much fun over there. The amount of behind the scenes they get to see is absolutely insane, and just literally any little details about my life that I just want to throw on there, they get to see all that. So make sure you guys check that out so you guys don't miss out on things like that. But other than that, I really hope you guys are having an amazing, wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
It's officially a go. Okay. But we officially, so far, I mean, how can I even tell you guys that when I'm only 45 pages in? I don't know. I completely take it back. We are pacing ourselves because we don't want to slump. Can't have that.
Hey guys, I did my own braids.
Oh, good job. Those are good. It broke and then I ripped it off. Yeah. Ugh, can I get to my page? Is it a show? I just made it to, oh, I don't know, guys. Gotta stay hydrated, guys. Oh, I actually pressed it. That's just great. I don't know why I get so unlucky with that. Okay, so I guess we don't even have the audiobook on Spotify for that. That one's out of the question. What the fuck? I don't really know how I'm gonna feel about it. I told you that I was, receives the slip, and when she hello? It's happening today. See? Every time I film, something has to start. Thank you. Because if I'm right, are you kidding? Okay, this person's annoying me. You're crazy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Turn off. Stop. My phone's having a spaz. I don't remember. It's like a fever dream for me in my brain right now.